Juliet Maris here. I help motivated individuals move away from pain and feel good again by working with their alignment. So this month I want to talk to you about myofascial release and rollers. So first it's important to understand what fascia is. So fascia is connective tissue that is deep to your skin and surrounds your muscles, bones, ligaments, tendons, all of those things. And the texture is kind of like a gel-like thing. And if you've ever seen a piece of chicken, like a raw piece of chicken, that white stuff on the outside, that is fascia. So it's kind of like this web-like structure that's really pliable, and it connects pretty much everything in the body. There's this man named Thomas Myers who studied fascia in depth, and he learned that there are pathways of the fascia, and he named them anatomy trains. And once you get relief through one part of the train, you actually get relief through the entire train, which is pretty amazing, just reminding us how connected the body is and how amazing it is. So now that we understand what fascia is, how do we actually release fascia? So in order to release fascia, you need heat, you need a 45-degree angle, and you need slow, sustained pressure. So when I was in massage school, how they taught us to release fascia is apply a lead and wait for a creep. So I'll show you on my forearm. This is about a 45-degree angle. I'm going much more superficially than one might think. And it's slow. So it's a little bit more meditative, and it takes a little bit to get sensitive to what's actually happening and allow the subtle movement. But what happens when you take it off, the skin pinks up, which means that blood is coming to the area and blood is healing. And when you use the hand, when you use the heat of the hand, it allows for more lasting change in the fascia instead of just something that will just pop right back. So we're looking to change the state of the tissue. So when I heard that there were people using rollers, foam rollers, to do myofascial release, my mind was blown because I didn't really connect with it because it's not how I learned it in massage school. So I tried around and played around with rollers a couple times, and I think rollers are great. I don't think that they do myofascial release, and here's why. When you use a roller and you put your body weight on top of whatever it is that you're trying to release, you bypass the fascia completely. The fascia, like I said, is much more superficial, and so if you're going straight down, meaning you're not at a 45-degree angle, you're just bypassing the fascia completely. The 45-degree angle, like I said, is very important, which anytime I've tried to release anything in my body with a roller, it's really hard to get a 45-degree angle. I don't know if you can do it, but I definitely wasn't able to connect with that. And it's really hard to go slow with a roller because it hurts like hell. I do think that rollers are great for helping to smooth out the muscles and to relieve adhesions. So adhesions are what most people refer to as knots. It's just the anatomical term, and that means that one or more structures is getting stuck together in the body. So when we're building muscle, when we're working out, we actually tear the muscle fibers that we currently have, and then new muscle fibers kind of haphazardly build back to build the muscle stronger. So when you use a roller, you help to smooth that new muscle tissue out so that the fibers go in the direction of the muscle, which is great. And you'll also notice if you're using a roller and you come to a part that feels kind of like knobby, that's an adhesion or a knot, which you might refer to. And that's like things are getting stuck together. So what you want to do is, if you get to a point and the breath is held, then you've gone too far. So you want to back off, maybe roll it back just a little bit, and then come back to the breath using the belly breathing, calming the nervous system down, because when the system is tensed up, it can't relax, you know, like you can't relax when you're tense, and same with your muscles, they can't relax when they're tense. So you want to come back to the breath and then only go as far as you can actually breathe through. And if you're going past that point, you're doing more harm than good. And you might be able to take a little bit more pressure in certain parts of your body and need a little less pressure in other parts of your body. And that's why it's important to just listen to what your body's telling you. Your body will always tell you what it needs. It's up to you to be sensitive and to listen to what it's actually saying. So if there are things with a roller that you find really helpful, I would love for you to share that. If there are certain parts of the body that you really feel like the roller does an awesome job of relieving tension and smoothing things out, I would love for you to share that. The more knowledge, the more information that we can share with everyone else, the better we'll all be. You know, the more the merrier. So take care, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.